You're
All
all done writing. We're done coloring.
All right. Don't do it anymore, you guys. I'm trusting you guys. All right. We're going to start here. One second. I got to unmute. Like I said, so we're going to have a little bit of this. This is what happens. We have guests. Got to mute people. And everyone's coming on is already pre-muted. So if you're unmuted, you found a way to unmute yourself. So, but it's all good.
You're learning Zoom.
You're learning Zoom.
Get used to it because this is how we do a lot of our coaching. So you're already learning your coaching skills.
All right. Okay, we're recording. Someone else already unmuted themselves.
Hang on. We got
all
it.
Right.
We can do it.
Other feedback. Okay, you want to see a red line through your microphone. If it's green, it means you're talking.
But I do want to see your face. So I don't want to see a red line through your camera.
Yes. And know that you are on camera. I had someone come up to me at our event that we had this last weekend, and they said, I never knew that this was video. Like, I've changed in front of that video. Like, oh my gosh, it was the funniest thing. I was like, don't worry.
Fair warning.
I never saw it.
Fair warning.
So it's all good.
No. I've never seen anything like that, but that's pretty funny.
Alrighty here. All right, we're gonna jump into tonight, you guys. First off, my name is Brad Miller. I'm a certified health coach. We have a cool slide in a second that I guess officially introduces us. This is my beautiful wife, Ashley.
Hi.
And we've got stories for you tonight. It's the best time of the year to start coaching, so that's why we have this call tonight. I mean, we have all time people reaching out, starting their health coach journey. But this particularly is a really good time of year, and that's why we want to have this call to show you guys what's possible. Real stories, real needing to mute people.
And by the way, I'm on Facebook Live, so please don't mind my not trying to be rude.
Yeah.
I just want to tell you what's going on.
So, yes, and what I want to say here too also is there are real transformation here. And I know a lot of you guys are plugged in, support pages, you guys are working with your coach. Most of you guys are on program right now, experiencing your health journey. That's why you're here today. Some of you might be looking at this from the outside, like some of my family did. But what
I did.
Like my
That's
wife
how
did.
I got started.
If you guys have had a transformation within your Optavia journey, go ahead and share something in the chat that's been impactful for you. We want to hear. I'm looking across the board right now.
I want to see your mind, healthy body, healthy finances, healthy spirit, soul, all of it.
Annie, you left a teaching job and you are way happier doing what you're doing now. And you travel all the time now.
And how much have you kept off for how long? And Antonio, I can't point at it. You can't tell. But Antonio is the upper right-hand corner. That's Annie's husband. And you can see. Wave, Annie. Hi.
All right, you guys. All right, we've wasted enough time. As you can tell, we like to have fun. We'll watch the chat go in here, but I love seeing the stuff. 145 pounds gone forever.
Blood sugar levels. Wow.
Incredible. And we don't even have everyone on tonight. This is just a fraction of people. Some people are eating their leaning greens right now. So let's get started, though. And here tonight, just to let you guys know what's going to happen, we're going to share some stories of people and how they paid it forward, how their fit was, what we do with Optavia so you know what it would be that you'd be getting started and helping people with, and also what's possible this time of year by diving in and basically what it looks like to get started. And then we have a fun incentive for you guys tonight because this is the best time of year to get started with coaching. So we're going to jump in here tonight. And by the way, we're an open book. We're unplugged. This call will be unplugged. If you have questions, drop them in the chat. We're going to try to catch up with them. No thing can't be touched. We're an open book. And for those that know us, we're just open, real people. So if you have questions, you can also ask your coach. But feel free to ask any questions tonight. I just got to mute a couple more people. All right.
It's okay. We got more people. We just had 30 more people just get on, so it's okay.
I love it.
This is good.
It's a good problem when unmuting happens. All right, we're going to dive in here. All right. So first of all, this is my wife and I. We are Brad and Ashley Miller. So welcome. Thanks for joining us on this call tonight. Congratulations, because in some way, shape, or form, you're on your health journey or you're looking at taking the next step of whatever it looks like. And this is a journey. We're presidential directors and fully integrated business leaders. But really all that is a fancy term for is that we're Optavia health coaches and we love helping people get healthy. Anything you want to add to that?
We started in 2009. We have 2 sons. Yeah, I don't know.
This is our story right here. For those that you can't see the people behind it, but my whole family together has lost over 2,000 pounds on this program. That's how I knew I wanted to make a transformation in my life. I wanted to stop what was going on in my family and the unhealth. And after watching them change their life, I decided to start programs. So I lost 30 pounds 9 years ago, but that was just the start of my health journey, because many of you guys know that are on plan know this is not about weight loss. This is about creating health in all areas. We're going to get into that into a second. So, but 9 years ago, I lost 30 pounds, and I have not found that. Even through having kids, I have not gained sympathy weight. I'm sorry, I have all this sympathy for you, but I did not gain any sympathy weight, and I have not found a dad bod. And I have found a passion of helping other people and getting better in my health every day. You can see my beautiful wife here. This is her before and after. After, you can tell her about it. You can tell everyone about it. That's you.
Sure. So when I got started in Optavia, I actually came in from the perspective of an entrepreneur. So I really just saw a incredibly impactful and lucrative career. And so I came from that perspective. I went to the, at the time, it had a different company name, but I went to the company, it was called Take Shape for Life. And we went to the national convention in 2009. I listened to our co-founder and medical director, Dr. Anderson. And at 21 years old, I really had full comprehension that at this point I can dedicate my life to any career I want. Is this something that I would fully dive into and give everything to as far as a career? And everything that he stands for and everything that our mission stands for completely aligned with my values. Even at the age of 21, like I fully knew this is what I wanted to do. And our passion has only increased really every single year since. So we're going into our 9th year in July. It'll be 9 years. My health, I started just.
I want to say some of that real quick.
Sure.
So to that point, so some of you may be like that bold of looking at this. Some of you may be like me, where I knew I wanted to help people, but I had never thought that this would be a path for me. I was just on board from the health journey. I was the supportive spouse. And as you get involved into this, you may not know if that's where you're going to go with this, but it can evolve into that. And what's really cool is I fell in love with helping people one step at a time. And I joined that level of excitement for this. So it can be whatever you want it to be. But I'd encourage you to see it smart like my wife. For all of you husbands on there, listen to your wives. They're smarter than you. And then that led to us. That's Dr. Ray and us being on stage, celebrating over 25,000 lives changed this last year. So it's been truly incredible since that day. So that's how we got started with coaching. You were going to say a little about your health journey?
Oh, yeah. So my health journey, basically I grew up in a family that we really valued health. But what I found around me was that a lot of my friends and a lot of kids were, that wasn't part of their upbringing. And so I knew really early, like 16, I wanted to make a difference, especially with families dealing with like major health issues like type 2 diabetes, but things that we could do something about. And so I actually gave up on my dreams of that by 18 because I just couldn't find anything that I really believed in. I don't believe in dieting. I don't believe in like a lot of this stuff. So I was like, no, I guess I just have to change what I'm going to do with my life. And then Optavia came and Dr. Anderson came into my life and I found it. And so it's been incredible. That's actually what we've been able to do from a health standpoint. And so, yeah, I was young. Health was pretty easy that young. But then I got pregnant. I gained pregnancy weight. I lost it, 55 pounds after having my first son. And now I've had my second son and I'm down, I don't even know, maybe, I don't know. At this point, I don't know, but I'm almost back to my pre-pregnancy weight and he is almost 4 months old. So that's a true testament to just the effectiveness of the actual, nutrition.
Exactly. So that's enough about us. We want to show you guys some stuff tonight. We have some stories to share. I'm loving the chat right now. Like I can't even keep up with the amount of lives changed. So I just want to congratulate you, especially if you're here to look at coaching tonight. Congratulations, because you may not realize how powerful what your journey is and what it can be to other people. So as we get started tonight, I just want to show you a little bit about what we truly stand for. And maybe for some of you, this might be like, wow, I haven't been taking part in this entire part of this process. And this would be your call tonight to do that. But with Optavia, we're about lifelong transformation, one healthy habit at a time. We're not about diet. We're not about weight loss, although that is where most of us will start. We're about getting better one day at a time through a community of supportive health. And what makes this different is that we are come from all backgrounds. So again, this is Dr. A right here in the middle. He's the one that came up with this idea. And what's really cool about this is Dr. A has been talking about things that are becoming standard practice for over 2 decades now. 9-inch plates, eating 6 times a day. Like, the list goes on, but I want to keep the call short tonight. Things that are standard practice today, he's been preaching for a long time. Diets don't work. This man is on the forefront of what health is, and that's why he's created this movement, and that's why it stands true, and that's why it's not a fad, and that's why this will continue to ring true of what we give people. We have health professionals, lay people, young redheads, smart wives. We have all across the board. It doesn't matter where you have all background, shapes, sizes, and that's what really makes this great about what we do and at all levels. So what we focus on when we're helping people create optimal health is 3 main areas. And that's healthy body, that's health in mind, and health and finances. And all 3 of these are interconnected. And many of the people get started with the healthy body. I know that's pretty much the easiest one. We all can see weight loss. We can see differences in people, but all 3 things are the things that we want to help people evolve with over time through this course of this action. And if you're diving into all the 4 components that we offer, you're going to notice changes in these areas. And many of you guys know this because you know what's changing in your lives right now, or you've seen changes in those around you. Like, what made me look at this is like, why is my mom more fun right now? And why has she finally actually lost weight? Why is she not stressed all the time? Like, all of these things, you notice the changes in people more than just their physical transformation. So those are the 3 areas we focus on. And we do that through 4 components. And this is very important to understand because we're not a product-driven company, although the product that we offer is world-class. And I will get to that in a second. But for those that are thinking, oh, I don't know if I can be a good coach, and some of you are sitting here like, I've already bought my kit, I'm ready to get started, but I'm on this call anyways. You're just 25% of the equation. It's coming alongside people on their journey and showing them what's possible and cheering them on. It's doing this in community that makes all the difference. So we have that, a health coach, so we have a health coach, Habits of Health, which is our education system. We have a community. Part of it's right now. You're on with people, being inspired by the chat, seeing examples, hearing stories. We also have Facebook groups, weekly calls, all of those things.
Just last weekend, what did we do?
Oh, we had an event here with over 400 people in the room, and it was amazing. And then
there were events all over the country. All over the country, real life. Oh my God.
It was amazing.
Oh my God. Anyways, yeah, real life events, real people all over the country. So if communities like your thing, we've got it.
Exactly. And that's really where the difference is happening, is connecting with people and being around people that will make that change, not just giving someone a product or an idea or that smoothie or that shake or whichever, or in some cases, laser fat reduction. I'm not going to call you out, Don, who's going to speak in a second. I would never do that to you. The other thing is the fuelings. And I'm not going to get into the details of it, but we have world-class fuelings, all natural, high nutrition, and there's science of over 30 years behind of what we do, and we're Johns Hopkins #1 recommended weight loss program for the reason of what we do over long-term studies. So those are our pillars, and that's what we offer people through this community. It's not just products, it's a combination that creates this, and you as a coach paying it forward is one part of it. Some of you might be on the 5-in-1 plan right now, so you've only seen that, but we have multiple plans. Right here, Nursing Mothers Plan. Right here, I'm on the 3-in-3 plan. That's what's helped me keep my weight off long term. We have 4, 2, and 1. We have different plans that help people move forward in their health. But our key to healthy weight loss and creating healthy routines starts with our 5-in-1 for people that are trying to lose weight. You eat 2 to 3 hours, balanced nutrition, and what's cool about this is it actually facilitates fat burning state. Oh. It's all right. I got your back, Bianca.
It's okay.
The kids grab my phone sometimes too. But this also creates a fat burning state, which is different than just a calorie deficit, which is the difference maker in why you guys are seeing so much success and why we offer people predictable transformation and the fact that it's nutrition based. So we have these plans, but keep in mind, as you're looking at coaching, you might help people that don't need to lose weight. They may be looking for a health routine, like your actually most recent client. They didn't need to lose a pound. They were looking for a healthy routine and needed help doing it. Yeah. We're from Portland, Oregon. It's like, well, we're close to Portland, Oregon. It's like the most like hippie place in the world. We love our all natural stuff, and people are still craving and need help and support and routine here, even though we're supposed to know everything and we know all about green smoothies. The point is that's what we help people with, and we do it wherever people need help and assistance with health, and we make it simple. So those are the plans we coach. And here's what really we believe at the really end of it is we believe the Optavia way is that nutrition should be easy, simple, and everyone can have it. That we believe in low hunger and high energy. Heyo, for those that are young parents, energy is important. Nutrition, probiotics, all natural, sustainability, and we believe that it should be cost neutral so everyone can have access to this. I'm not downing if you're a personal trainer on the line. I really respect what you're doing for the fitness industry, but I've talked to so many people that have emptied their pocketbooks thinking that the gym or XYZ or this nutritionist or this thing or whatever would be the answer for them. We want to give that and that predictable transformation to people anywhere, anytime, any place for no more than what they're spending on food. And if you're like me,
are we talking about this?
Go for it.
So we have somebody just asked us yesterday. She's, oh, blah, blah, blah. What do you do? La, la, la. And we're telling her, and she's like, oh, how much does it cost? We tell her, and she goes, so then what's that covering? I said, that's all your food for the whole month. And she's like, so then how much more do they pay for coaching? It's like, no more. Totally covered. And like, she couldn't wrap her head around it. She asked me 3 more times. She's like, but how do they get coaching? How do you get paid? I'm like, they're only paying for food. The coaching is totally complimentary. And so when people comprehend that, they're like, oh, I totally get it. And the coaching is so valuable. They can't even believe that it's totally complimentary and free to them.
Exactly. And that's what we believe and offer. It's like, I don't know if everyone has Whole Foods where they're at, but it's like if Whole Foods delivered your food to you and reminded you to order it every single month and coached you and gave you facilitated weight loss and a community and health and all of that in between, but they don't. And that's why we do it. So that's the Optavia way. And that's enough about what we do. But what happens when you start getting involved in this, coaching becomes one of your next steps in this process. To truly move forward in your health is to help other people do the same, and remembering that we're an example to other people and giving people hope. People that maybe you were one of those people that gave up on that hope. So we want to give you some examples today. We got kind of a late start, so we want to make sure we respect the time and really try to hit that 25-minute mark. But we brought on a few people, and we could have brought on a ton to share a little bit about how their life is transformed and how coaching works for them. So I thought no other person would be perfect than the person that has become like a brother to me, and also became a coach because and got started on this program because he actually watched us through a camera lens for over like a week. He studied it. He walked around doing a video for us, and he watched us behind the scenes, and he was like, I want part of that. So Tim, you decided to pay it forward. You got healthy. Tell us a little bit about your health journey and what health coaching has done for you.
Oh, thanks guys for having me share tonight. And yes, I had a video production company, and almost 6 years ago, I was invited to go out to the West Coast to shoot some interviews and spend some time with health coaches. And I was bigger. I was about over 250 pounds at the time. I had vertigo, high cholesterol, just a bunch of other, just not healthy. And so from behind the camera, I was just hearing all these great stories of all this life transformation and I literally like, what about me? So I just asked and I got started on the program. As soon as I got home, I got started. I was so excited about it. I lost 55 pounds in 10 weeks. My vertigo went away in the first month, and off my cholesterol medications, all this stuff now. I'm actually healthier now at almost 58, 57, and then I was at 40. I started helping people just because, people were just like, what happened to you? Where's the other half of you, basically, is what I heard a lot. And so I wasn't looking for something else because I already, had a business that kept me really busy, 60, 70 hours a week. And but I just started helping people because they were asking. And it just kind of became a passion for me. I just had so much fun helping people change their lives. And then I saw the vision of what this could be, so I really kind of dove into it. I really linked arms with Brad and Ashley and some others. And so, but really got serious about figuring out how to help people more. And so, within just a couple years, I was able to actually retire from my other career, my other job, and actually was able to buy my wife out of corporate America too. She had a very stressful job, traveled a lot. She was gone all the time, and so about almost 4 years ago, we actually came down here to Naples, Florida, just for the winter, and we loved it so much. We just ended up staying and because we have that freedom, and it's just so exciting because the community that we're surrounded with, all these amazing people, the financial and the time freedom that we get for helping people. It's just absolutely, it just kind of blew my mind, and it still does. I mean, I get up now every morning. I'm so excited just to start the day, and who else can we help? And so anyway, we absolutely love this, love paying it forward, love the life that Optavia has given us.
Hey, Tim, that's incredible. I love it. I love that where it started. I love what you've created. And I love that how many people you've helped in the process. I wish we could show every single person that your decision has transformed. It's truly incredible. And congratulations. Thank you for sharing it. We're going to move all the way over to someone we should feel sorry for. They're in Hawaii right now. So please, feel bad for them. Don Chow, will you come on and share a little about your story? Because you and Brian have become family to us, and we'd love for you to share a little about how coaching came into your life and what has transformed in your life.
Well, aloha, Brad. And yes, we totally agree. You guys have been family to us. In fact, our whole Optavia coaching community has become like family. So I don't know, a lot of you might resonate with how my story began, because it was about 8.5 years ago. So not that long after Brad and Ashley got started, but I was working as a registered nurse, and I was following what I thought my passion was. And I was doing what I felt I was called to do since I was a little girl, which was to help people feel better and to make the world a better place. And, sometimes things fall in your lap for a reason. I believe that everything happens for a reason. So this program, this community kind of fell in my lap because through the course of taking care of others, I had lost sight of taking care of myself. And my health started to suffer, not just my physical health, but my mental health too. I don't know if any of you are medical professionals or teachers or, anyone in the service industry. There's so many out there where we pour so much into others. Sometimes we lose sight of actually really taking care of ourselves. So I had found myself in a place that I was uncomfortable, and going to work was actually hard. I was calling in sick to a job that I thought was my passion. And so I found this program because I wanted to get my health back in balance. I wanted to get my life back in balance. And I never in a million years thought that it would transform my husband and I's life the way it did, because I thought I was starting a diet. I thought that I was starting a program to lose some weight. And I thought that once I got the like 25-ish pounds, can't remember, Brad, how much I said I thought I needed to lose in the beginning. But I thought when I got that off that everything else would be fixed. I ended up losing 45 pounds. And from there was just the beginning. What I saw happen was it started to ripple into my friends and my family. I never, ever in the beginning thought that I would be a health coach. I thought I'd found my path, my passion. I had kind of drawn a little box around myself. Some of you might feel that way. But when my father reached out to me and said, what are you doing? I did a backflip on the inside. And then I got really scared because I was worried that maybe he wouldn't be successful. And I thought maybe if he worked with someone else, no offense to Brad, who's my coach, but I know that my dad can pull the wool over people's eyes, right? So, and he also didn't want to work with anyone else. So when my dad asked me what I was doing, and I shared just a little bit with him, and he said, I'd like to try it. I dove in to walk alongside him. And I thought if I just help one person, then it would be worth it. And I don't know, Brad, but fast forward 8.5 years, and Brian and I have helped a lot more people than that. And it has become something that has given us a lot of freedoms and a lot of options. So we now are full-time parents. We are full-time health coaches. Yes, I'm in Maui. And Brad, your mom is the bomb and super fun, because she brought 55 of us over here to Hawaii to celebrate her birthday and to be together in community, because that is what it's all about. It's about living a life, about elevating, about getting outside that box, maybe pushing past those fears that you've put yourself in, and really thinking, what matters most in life. So my husband, Brian, and I have been able to really focus on spending time with our daughters, spending time with our family, in our community, volunteering, doing things that when we had full-time jobs at the hospital weren't even an option. So this is so much more than just about a number on a scale. It's about total life transformation. And now, 8.5 years later, we get to walk alongside other people as they make the same transformation. And I love that picture of us, you guys. So that picture in the lower right-hand corner was us, was it 6 years ago in Aruba? Or 4 years ago? I don't even remember how long ago that was, you guys. We've been on so many trips. We've gone so many places. So one of the passions in my heart is to travel and to see the world and to make a difference in other parts of the world too. As a nurse, I had to put my vacation time in 6 to 8 months in advance. Do you know how hard it is to figure out what's going on in your life 6 to 8 months in advance? It's impossible. And now on, a whim, we can pop over to Hawaii, or we can go on a trip with you guys. And so that trip to Aruba was amazing. That's a lot of us just jumping into the ocean. But that's what we get to do together. We have fun, we change lives, we change our own lives, and we watch the ripple move forward. So it's amazing.
Well said, Dawn. I love it.
Nice.
I love so many things. I could go on forever, but we got started a little bit late and we're kind of hitting the mark, so I'll move on. Jen, will you come on and share a little bit about your story? I want to make sure that people that are looking at this know the different fits and the different people that have decided to pay it forward. So Jen, come on here and share a little bit about your health journey, because I met you just about 6 months ago, and your life is radically transformed.
Yes, absolutely. So my journey kind of started about a year ago, where I was a very miserable person. I had adrenal fatigue, was exhausted all the time, chronic pain. I started isolating from my family, from my friends. I have 4 beautiful daughters and a wonderful husband, and I would just go in my room pretty much every night and be alone. And you know what? I came on this plan just like a lot of people. I came on this plan to lose weight. That was my main thing. And then all of a sudden, about 2-3 weeks in, I went, oh my gosh, this is totally changing my mind. Like, I wasn't expecting that. Like, it was kind of just I'm like, this is crazy. And so once that started happening, a couple more weeks in, I was just like, this is changing my entire life. So it was a complete transformation for me. And all of a sudden I'm like, I've got to tell everybody about this, because this is like the secret sauce, basically. It's just, this is working. It was the first time I had done something that was actually really working. And then it got me to my actual goal weight, which, so 75 pounds later, that's how much I've lost in the last year. The weight is one thing, but you guys, the transformation that it did in my mind and in my entire life has been crazy. And I'm telling you, that is because of coaching, okay? I knew 5 weeks in, I did not want to go back to that person that I was, 8 months earlier. And I knew that the accountability that coaching was going to bring in my life, that was going to be something for me. But you guys, I did not expect the amazing blessing that this coaching opportunity brought into my life. It is filling my cup. Like, I am blessed every single day. I get texts from clients. I mean, I got a text from a client just this last week. She's actually on this call. Okay, that was so exciting, because she said, I can't believe it. I'm sitting down to dinner with my kids, and even though the stress of my life, I'm happy and we're laughing. Okay, that touches my heart, y'all. That's amazing to me, because that woman's life is being changed in a week, of just putting pure nutrition into her body. And now she's about ready to pay it forward, right? That's what it's all about. That's what this whole thing is all about. And so, you guys, I can't say enough about kind of what this coaching opportunity has brought into my life. Here, I'll bring this little one in who just popped in my office, okay? This is what it's all about. My girls will basically tell you I'm a different mama now, okay? I'm a different mama now. She is. That was random. She just kind of walked in the office, but I had to share, because you guys, my kids got their mom back, okay? And that's huge. That's huge. So I'm not going to get all emotional, but that is what this coaching opportunity brought me. One more thing, okay? You guys, I'm a teacher. I work my tail off, okay? I'm going to be able to retire from teaching this year, okay? That is the reward. That this company pays us really well, okay? And like, I have been so beyond blessed by the financial freedom. We've been able to pay bills and start getting ourselves out of debt, all right? Like, that's huge. So anyway, I know I went over my 2 minutes. That's what I got for you.
I think that's quite okay, Jen. That was truly incredible. I needed the time anyways, because you got me teared up here. Like, that's what my desire is, and that's what I feel like I've gotten back. Like, luckily I made the change, but I know the kind of dad I would have been. I wouldn't have been at the level that I'm at right now. This is the life that we want to live, and the example and the legacy we want to give here. So thank you for your story. And once you start changing, you affect people around you. That's what coaching is all about. You may not think that is possible, but it may already be happening to you. You guys, people are looking for this. We went a little bit long, so I'm not going to go over one part, but we are going to have a coach training on Monday for all their users. We want all of you that are getting that are deciding to pay it for. We want to show you exactly all the simple things to do to keep coaching super simple and get a great start in coaching, because there's no secret steps. You just get started. You start sharing. You start getting connected. Trust me, you guys. Like what I always say, you give 8 to 10 hours this week. I'll show you an executive director business, and we won't get into that tonight just because we went a little bit longer. But real quick, what does coaching look like? It looks like no overhead, no sales, no inventory. We are about helping others. We have hands-on learning. So if you're like, oh, I don't know if I'd be a good coach, or I don't know what to say, your coach will do it with you for the first little bit. It's just about grabbing the people that are inspired or curious and helping them get started. It like, you don't even know. It started with me, how I got on fire with coaching. It started with people in my office wondering what was different about me. And for those that don't know, like, guys wear the baggy stuff. They didn't see my belly shrinking. They noticed the difference in me as a person, like Jen was talking about. To get started, you commit about 4 to 5 hours of this a week in little pockets, little conversations that you'd probably be having anyways. Lunch breaks. Heck, man, we work like 60 hours a week.
I was working like 2 jobs, 60 hours a week, 6 days a week, and we still made it.
Exactly.
Still made it work.
It works in the nooks and crannies. And honestly, what I'll say is, if you're busy, it's even better because you're around more people if you're busy, most likely. It'll look like sharing your story on social media by giving people hope. Jen is a great example of that. I actually looked at your Facebook before we hopped on here. It's like you're just sharing your life change in front of people, and people are flocking to you. We're going to focus on helping the first few people and getting on, like, if you can commit to a training and learning how to get really good at helping people once a week, that's all it takes. Few hours a week of coaching, you can do this and grow. I'm not going to go over this. I was going to show the income, but we went a little bit long. But I will say this. If you get started, and we'll break more of this down on Monday, or you can reach out to your coach directly on this. You get started just at the very beginning, just helping your first few people. It looks like this is below average. Like, this is the average income. This is our old income disclosure statement. If you just get up and get started and help your first 5, 6, 7 people, that's about $700 in your first month. If you just duplicate that and watch that ripple out to other people, the next step is executive director, and that average income is about right there. So I'm not going to go into the details. You can see this. You can come back to. You can ask your coach. The point is if you get really good at just ripple effect and share this with people and giving people a good thing, you can make more income by doing more good than this than you could ever thought possible. Or you can take a little piece of it. It's whatever fits for you. We have some people that do it in pockets. We have some people that do this bigger than they ever thought. The point is no one makes a dime without this, without helping people. And I'm actually really proud to say that we make good income in this because we do a great job helping people and facilitating change like this. So I'm not going to go through all this. I wasn't even going to show you some examples because if you get started this time of year, this is when your coaching can explode and you can really put that stake down to the people. But we won't go there tonight. So we will cover that more on Monday. The point is
can we
that
move this so that Facebook can see it?
Yeah, go for it. The point is here, this is what it looks like to get started. If you're ready to get started, connect with your health coach or ask them more questions. You might have more questions. You may not be as dense as me. I had to go to a national convention to find out this was a fit for me after talking to my parents about it for 4 years and saying no. So hopefully you're smarter than me. You purchase your health coach kit. It's $199. It's $99 renewal every year. That's all it costs to be a health coach. It takes care of everything.
Overhead.
No overhead.
We do not keep any,
no inventory.
No inventory, no nothing.
Connect with your health coach to get started.
No employees.
No employees.
I'm thinking of all the business owners that are like, you got to be kidding me. I put myself into crazy debt and didn't make profit for 5 years.
I know,
Like
we
that's
have
what the average business is like.
We actually can't, we do tell them, but we feel bad talking to our brick and mortar business owners. We're like, yeah,
We're like, come
over here.
Come over here.
Come
Well,
change lives with us.
Right.
Anyways, we're getting distracted here. You're going to connect with your health coach, and you're going to meet your support team. You get tons of help as you get started with this. They're going to give you the steps, and if you follow that steps and ask what's next and dive in, you'll get a great start. Share it on social media. After you help your first 5 clients, then we're just going to take the next step and show you how to organize that and build it one step at a time. So join us Monday evening. After taking these steps and connecting with your coach, we're going to show you exactly how to take on this season and how to make an impact in changing other people's lives. And I guarantee you, if you follow the steps, you will move along this path. You will move forward. You will accomplish more than what you even thought possible this year. So what my encouragement to you is, as someone who didn't take this plunge for almost 4 years and then kind of did, is jump in. You never know what might change by taking this next step in your journey. So dream a little bit here tonight. And especially because we think it's so great, and to kind of also say that same thing, is we've made more income doing this than we've ever thought possible. We know that this has been the change for so many people that we're offering scholarships for getting started with coaching for this week who decided to pay it forward. So if that's you and that's the decision, we're offering, talk to your coach, $50 or $100 off your coaching kit. So connect back with them. If this is the right time to get started, we encourage you to join us. What will 2018 be like for you if you choose to pay it forward, and what will you accomplish, and what lives will you change this year? So with that being said, thank you everyone that shared, everyone who blew up the chat. I was trying to keep up, but I just gave up. Have a great evening, everyone, and we hope you come and join us. It's the best decision I've ever made besides marrying this girl right here. So hope you guys all have a good evening, and thanks for tuning in tonight.
Bye, guys. See you Monday. Sayonara. Facebook, too.
Good night.
Facebook. Message me if you have questions.
Gosh, just talking to
Talking to Facebook.
Hey, you guys, I'm really glad, honestly, so now that we're I should stop recording.